about adding and subtracting decimals step by step. The first step is to line up your decimals. When you have a problem, you need to make sure that your decimals are lined up. So in this case, I have 341 and 49 hundredths plus 93 and 5 tenths. Make sure all your values are lined up with your decimals especially lined up. Then you're going to bring your decimal down. Your decimal is going to stay in the exact same spot, so you'll bring it down. Next, use zeros as placeholders. So here we can see that the 5, we have the decimal 49, but here we only have decimal 5, so we place a 0 there as a placeholder. Then you just add or subtract. 9 plus 0 is 9, 4 plus 5 is 9. The decimal was brought down. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 9 is 13. Carry the 1. And 1 plus 3 is 4. So your answer would be 434 and 99 hundredths. So let's try another one. If I have 14 and 98 hundredths plus 6 and 4 hundredths, I need to make sure I'm lining up my values. So it's really important to pay attention to those decimals. So I take my first number first, and I place it. And then I'm going to make sure I place my second number with the decimal lined up. I don't need to place any placeholder here unless you want to put a 0 at the front, which is fine. And then I would add. On your scratch paper, you might want to use it sideways. This helps keep our numbers lined up. You use the lines on the paper to help you keep your numbers lined up. That's just a clever tip I want to give you. I would like to tell you and remind you to use scratch paper. You will be inserting a photo of your scratch paper onto this assignment because I want to see that you're doing your work. So make sure you number your problems and make sure I can read them. So have some organization. So let's continue. I'm going to just now add. 8 plus 4 is 12. Carry the 1. 1 plus 9 is 10. Plus 0 is 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 4 plus 6 is, I forgot to bring that down. 11. Carry the 1. And 1 plus 1 is 2. So my answer would be 21 and 2 hundredths. Let's do this with subtraction. One more. So we have, let's do 34 and 9 tenths minus 16 and 27 hundredths. So we always take our first number first, put it on top, 34 decimal 9 tenths minus, line up your decimals, 27. Okay, we're going to bring down our decimal, and then notice we have a blank spot here. We're going to put a 0 as our placeholder because 34.90 is the same as equivalent to 34.9. So I cannot do 0 minus 7, so I'm going to borrow. That becomes an 8. 10 minus 7 is 3. 8 minus 2 is 6. 4 minus 6 I cannot do, so I'm going to borrow again. 14 minus 6 is 8. 2 minus 1 is 1. Our final answer would be 18 and 63 hundredths. So make sure you're doing your work on scratch paper. You will be inserting a photo. And go ahead and try adding and subtracting decimals.